Muted.
Boomered already.
Hello. Damn it. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Thursday night. You know what that means? It's for the Homies podcast. I'm Phantom X, along with MMA Crease, and a very special guest. He is the man. He's the myth. He is the legend. He does not miss. It's Alec Baldwin's finger. How you doing, brother?
Thank you.
What's going on,
my
man?
mom, she actually told me that I'm very special. She tells me that all the time. So.
Oh yeah, before we get started, hey, ABF and Crease, did you hear there was an earthquake up in the New York area? It was a 8.8 on the Richter scale. I hope Jake's okay.
Oh boy, he's gonna cuss you out later on for saying that. But I guess we could go ahead and let's just get all the depressing news done first. The former head of YouTube lady, I don't know how to say her name, is Susan Wojcicki. Yeah, see, we got somebody that could pronounce those names right there. Susan Wojcicki passed away at the age of 56 or whatever.
How do you say her name again?
I'm not going to
I don't know. I'm not even trying no more. You're gonna hurt my confidence. No, you're gonna hurt my confidence. So, Phantom. Well, actually, ABF. Since you're our guest, how do you feel about this subject, my man?
It sucks that someone passed away, but I don't know. I actually wanted to talk about this on a different podcast, and I just decided not to cover it because I didn't like the person, and I don't want to say anything negative because they passed. So, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all.
Okay.
I mean, so I remember when she came on board, and she protected a lot of fucking creators that were doing like dumbass shit on here, like the Paul brothers and other creators. And she did that whole thing where she was censoring people doing the coof and stuff.
The apocalypse stuff.
Yeah, well, the thing was, the first apocalypse when PewDiePie did that stuff, he was surprised that there were people that were like doing this stuff, because that's when Venmo started up and he was paying people to say the most ridiculous shit and streaming it. The problem is when Logan Paul did that whole suicide forest gimmick and caused an apocalypse, instead of her punishing him, she screwed all of us over. She implemented to where you had to have 1,000 subscribers to get monetized. You'd have to have so many watch hours. It was back then. I made a little money off of YouTube, and I was hoping that we would at least be grandfathered in. They didn't even do that. So yeah, I'm sorry that she's passed, but I'm with ABF on this. The one thing I do want to say that in some of these threads, there are people that are just being brutal. Can't blame them. The thing is,
you shouldn't be saying it out loud.
Yeah,
you shouldn't say that stuff
about the dead, because karma is a bitch. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
I will say though, when I was pulling up stories to do some research on it and whatnot, there was this article. I think it was from I can't remember that UK website, Daily something, but it said like Daily Mail. Thank you. From garage startup to CEO of YouTube. When you just rewind and look at where she ended up and how it actually started, you're like, did it really happen that way? This is weird, because she rented out garage space to a startup company called Google, and then they got ultra successful, and she became the CEO of YouTube later on. Like, dude, that's fucking weird. That can't happen. That's like some CIA stuff.
Well, I mean,
You're making the people think, ABF. You got to be quiet about this.
Well, I do know that she kept changing the policies left, right, and center, and we all read the Twitter files. We know that
Mhm.
Google was right in bed with the government at the time, so
Oh yeah.
I'm not surprised with her. And you got to think though, not only did she pass away, she lost her son probably a few
Yeah.
months before that of an overdose.
I think it was February or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is what it is. Sorry for
And
Yeah.
the cancer that she died of, I looked into it. It is actually like a very common thing. In fact, you're supposed to check yourself after the age of 50 every single year for this. It was
Oh,
called
damn.
like small cell something lung cancer. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's something that happens very, very rapidly. So
Yeah, and I think the thing was nobody knew about it. She never announced it. It's like
Well,
it was out of the blue.
yeah, she was probably keeping it confidential, as she probably should.
Yeah.
But once you know that you have this, it's already too late. Is kind of the
Yeah.
issue with this kind of cancer.
She pulled a Chadwick Boseman on us, basically. Like, just kept it to themselves or whatever. So, I guess she's one of those people. She doesn't want people feeling sorry for her or whatever. She kind of, take the pain by herself or whatever.
And I tried to find out if she was a smoker, but I couldn't. No one actually knows. But you don't have to be a smoker to catch it either. So
Yeah.
it does.
You
It's
can
crazy.
Make your odds, easier to get it though.
see the thing with like they said that smoking the smoking causes cancer, yes, but you can get cancer by walking into a freaking building from the
Yeah.
1940s and 50s that still has asbestos in the ceilings. So
Oh, especially
I
if
mean,
it's in California too.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Isaac?
Isaac, man. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, Isaac, I gotta talk to you later about something. But it is what it is. So that's probably the reason why she stepped down last year.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
That's probably that is the main reason.
So it's bad. I mean, losing your son and losing yourself. So
I mean, overall, objectively, she did have a good career or whatever. Like, even if like her or not or whatever, she made a lot of money or whatever, and so I mean, I can't knock her on that. Like, she know how to chase a bag or whatever. But for the most part, I really have nothing to say or whatever. I didn't know anything about this lady or whatever. So like, I don't have any attachment. I started the YouTube game like later on. So yeah.
Yeah, she's the reasons why we don't have Hangouts anymore, and we had to use StreamYards. Hangouts was probably the best thing that they ever came up with, and she wanted to privatize it to make money off of it.
Oh, that was built into the Gmail app, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That felt really forced. I'm actually glad that went away.
Well, see, originally it was Google Plus, and it was because when they started off doing the live streams, basically, it was part of the thing. You just set it up and went live. And you want to talk about the Wild West? You can have almost 10 people in a lobby at a time. Trust me, I've been there. I've done that. And it got to the point where now they use it for like meetings and stuff, and you have to pay for it. And it's
They wanted to go the Teams route.
Yeah, pretty much. And then they want people to use Zoom, and I'm like, I'm not using Zoom. You can get hacked on that shit. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always trying to install itself on Windows.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
It automatically comes on there. Like anytime when you get a new laptop or whatever or a new
Mhm.
tablet, they automatically have the Zoom app on there. So it is.
So what we
I
got
guess
next,
this
Chris?
is what. So we have to talk about the conversation around the world. Literally, the number one orange man with the number one African American, Elon Musk and Donald Trump had a conversation. Was it like on Tuesday? Yeah.
It was Monday. Monday
Oh,
Yeah,
night.
Monday.
Monday. Yeah, Monday. Yeah.
Trump and
What's your guys' thoughts?
Trump and Elon fucking crashed the internet. They broke the internet.
Well, the internet was being broken as well by DDoS attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from the European Union.
Well,
They
that's
actually
just that's just the origin from it. Who knows who actually hired them?
they started a fight. So I heard this like earlier that day. They started a fight with Elon. Was it because Trump was going to be on there, and they didn't want Trump on there?
What the hell do they care?
Well, they're terrified of Trump because they know Trump becomes president again. He's going to make them pay their fucking fair share to NATO and
They
all
have to
this.
pay. They have to pay all them
everybody.
taxes.
That might be true.
It's like he's gonna put them tariffs on them, man, like he does with China. Like you have to pay
China.
you have to pay us, man. You have to pay us, man. Like this ain't nothing that we do is for free. Oh man, but yeah, I'm glad that both of them are on the same page though, because they need to. We need to win this one, man. Like this is, I'm asking every American, please go vote, please.
Yep. Even if you
Please.
don't think your vote counts, do it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's totally squash that popular vote narrative that they have.
Yeah.
Well, you do know the reason why him and Trump had that falling out. It was over the tax stuff for electric vehicles and shit. Trump didn't want to do that electric vehicle stuff because electric vehicles, they're just not
They're not
plausible
good.
at this point in time. They're just not.
Well, it's so funny to me because the current administration did do those electric vehicle incentives, right? But when they invited all the alternate energy vehicle CEOs to the White House, guess who they forgot to invite?
Elon Musk.
That's right. So you can't win either way. So Elon's probably like, maybe I should just go with Trump.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so around my area, they had this. They raised taxes in Athens around the college to put in these charging stations. They've only put in 3. Nobody's using them.
Yeah, and half the time some crackhead cuts all the cables so they can buy more crack.
Now, am I wrong here? But does Mo have an electric car?
He does. In fact, he streams right next to it. That's why he puts up a green screen, because he's afraid everyone's going to call him gay, which everyone does anyways. So I don't even know why he tries hiding it.
You gotta be a fucking moron to have a fucking electric car.
I'm sorry.
It
Like,
makes
they-
sense if you have 2 vehicles in the household, and one of you is just constantly doing short trips, and then you can take the other one on road trips if you want to. Like that makes sense to me. But
a lot of people that just test out the electric cars, like they don't even like them. Like, you know, like they either
Depends
like
on
they
who you
run out of energy. Yeah.
it depends on who you ask. They really wanted to try to replace electric vehicles for blue collar workers, but blue collar workers figured out pretty quick that you can't tow a trailer with it without running out of energy after 88 miles, which is what the Ford Lightning does, by the way. So if you can't tow with it, what's the point?
I mean, also the charge of the batteries don't last that very long, and if the battery goes, you have to buy a brand new fucking car. The batteries
lithium
cost more
ion
than the
ones
fucking
do.
car did.
The lithium ion ones do last quite a while. It's really the Prius ones, the nickel metal hydride ones that were created that narrative. But no, you're right. A gas vehicle will always live longer than an electric one will. Just a fact. And then if you take if you take that into consideration too, you'll see that maybe it's actually better for the environment not to make multiple cars over its lifetime and just have one gas car.
I mean, a lot of people watch the videos of over there in Africa, those pits where people are trying to get the cobalt for batteries and shit. And it's like, you're literally you're literally forcing people to be slaves for your fucking tech.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really care about that shit because that's going to happen anyways. Everything already uses lithium ion batteries and needs cobalt.
Yeah, but I think, so while you were on Off the Hip, I was trying to watch listen to the Trump and them, and they had that fucking gay ass damn elevator music playing the whole fucking few before it started. And everybody's like, mute it. Jeremy's like, I ain't gonna do it.
I think he was afraid to touch anything because he had the stream actually working.
Yeah, I mean, I know there for a while I had on the background so I could go back and re-listen to it. Luckily, they did upload it, and I got to listen to some of it. And one of the big issues were people said that damn Trump talked way too long, and I'm like, well,
that's a Trump speech.
Yeah, definitely.
It was basically everything that he was saying that he did at his own rallies. Like he talked about immigration. He talked about why gas and food is going up and how Kamala and them are thieves. Like, usual Trump talk.
Yeah, I keep hearing people say that. They're like, why doesn't Trump talk about new stuff? Well, what do you want him to talk about? Like, he's talking about all the important stuff, and he talks at so many different events that obviously he's going to cover the same things over and over.
Yeah. I think it's good repetition or whatever. Like, hey, I'm being consistent. Like, this is my policy. This is what this is what I'm standing up for. This is what we're doing. Because if you think about it, it's a smart thing, because if you are Donald Trump and somebody's just like coming into politics or don't know what's going on or whatever, like, it's just consistent. Like, it's really for the new people. If you're already informed already, you already heard it, but it's really more for new people.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the debate between him and Kamala.
Man, that's definitely gonna be funny.
They're saying that might not even happen.
Is that new? I thought they were doing the Fox News and possibly even the ABC one, even though Trump is suing them.
Apparently she doesn't want to do them. No, that's what I've heard. It could be a grain of salt, but I'll definitely take a look at it and talk about it next week. But I mean, she still hasn't done a press conference, and she pretty much ran from JD Vance the other day. And there's even more of her old speeches and private stuff that she's talked with people about the country that's been coming up. So
yeah, we're gonna get a debate on September 10th. That's of 6 days ago.
What is the 10th?
That's the ABC one.
Let's do a live reaction to that. We can.
7 hours ago, Kamala Harris campaign agrees to 2 presidential debates.
Oh shit! That's on a Tuesday night. Holy crap!
And one VP debate. So that'll be interesting having JD Vance debate. What's his name? Walz.
Oh yeah, maybe he'll give him the answer why he put tampons in all the bathrooms, even the boys' bathrooms.
Yeah, what is up with that? What is up with that dude? Why does he want to put like lady utilities inside the boys' bathroom? That's a little weird. And
Hopefully, JD Vance has a clever way of presenting that, because I mean, everybody already knows that, and they're already saying that JD Vance is being weird about how obsessive he is over that. So, if he brings it up, they're just going to be like, "Oh, look how weird he is." And if he doesn't, people are going to be like, "Why didn't you bring that up?" So, can't win.
Well, this is going to be one of those election cycles that's going to be like, so we had Biden first of the year, now we got Kamala. I mean, I'm surprised it didn't enact the 25th, take him out. You know, but the problem is, though, the reason why they didn't do that, because the Speaker of the House would have become Kamala's VP. So they didn't want a Republican VP, because then her shit be screwed. So, I don't know. We only got a few more months, people. Just a few more months. And it's just, we haven't even hit October yet. We still ain't got the October surprise yet. So, yeah.
There's going to be several, I'm sure.
Well, when is Trump's sentencing for the hush money? When is that? That's
I thought
next
everything
month, right?
was. I thought everything was postponed to after the election.
What will you might be right.
I thought every case that there was got postponed past the election.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right, because of the immunity. The immunity.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I even heard the case here in Atlanta falling the fuck apart. So,
I mean, they have nothing on them. It's a witch hunt, man. They had nothing on them.
No shit. So, I guess now we can move over to. We want to do trailer trash now, or well, how about this? Hey, yeah, let's. So you went and seen the new Aliens tonight. How was it?
Romulus. I thought it was very good. I was actually surprised at how much I enjoyed it. Get into some non-spoilers, like the spaceships, the scenery, everything was cool. And they used a lot of practical effects. And all the computers and stuff in the movie, they were as if they were the same time frame as Aliens, you know, like those same old looking computers with like push buttons and stuff. I really like that. So yeah, but it was suspenseful. I don't think you really get too attached to any characters, unfortunately, but it's just fun.
Yeah. So I got two different.
Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, so I got two different opinions. So like, you're in the camp of you love it, and then there's Chris Gore that says like he's in the camp he doesn't like it. So it's one of those type of movies. Is it gonna be like a Last Jedi type of thing?
I didn't see any reviews from Chris. So you said he doesn't like it. Did he say that he liked anything good about it at all?
When he was on the Nooner yesterday, he was saying that he didn't really care for any of the characters.
I totally get that.
Yeah. He said the story was not that great or whatever. For what I remember, and his score, he scored it was like a 4 out of 10 or whatever.
4 out of 10. I don't know if I'd give it that low. Like that's the
like
rating I gave Borderlands.
Yeah, so because he said that he was saying that the first half there was really nothing going on or whatever.
It's true. The first half of the movie, there's a lot of world building going on, which that part's fun. But there's also a lot of character development, which you don't really care about, but is a little important to the story. Basically, this girl finds out that, you know, she has to keep working for this company to go to another planet, and the length of time she was told just got doubled all of a sudden, to where she has to work for this company, like in the mines for like 5 or 6 years, and she's like, "Oh fuck, my life is over," you know? So, like, a bunch of kids got together and like went on a heist, basically. For like this whaling ship in orbit. So I mean, it's
They
kind of
kept
cool.
on saying it's like they basically kept on saying from what Chris Gore and like Gary was talking about yesterday. There was basically it sounds like Gen Z in space or whatever.
It definitely they were definitely they were motivated to have younger characters to try to capture a younger audience. Probably because they want to try to break through to the non-alien fans already out there.
Yeah.
Which I get, but I don't know. I was still really entertained by the movie. I wouldn't consider it bad whatsoever.
Okay. All right. Cool.
There's a lot of stuff you can just ignore and get past.
Because I mean, to be fair, the first Alien was kind of wasn't that like it was kind of like boring in the first half too. Like if you watch the first Alien, nothing was going on or whatever, and then Alien ended up being good overall, in my opinion.
Dude, the first Alien movie is incredibly boring. I totally would understand if some TikTok brain young Gen Zer wouldn't be able to get past that movie. But, the world that they painted in Alien Romulus is interesting enough that even when it's boring, it's not, because there's pretty things to look at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got a meme to share from our boy Isaac.
Wow.
Isaac. He's got to show me how he does the blending of the t-shirts like that.
Isaac, don't teach Phantom shit. He can't be trusted with that kind of power.
Isaac.
No.
He did that from last night. That was funny as shit. So I guess now we gotta.
Well, I actually have something to share too.
Right, go ahead.
Oh boy.
Let's do it. Oh boy, what do we got here? Oh shit! Who did that?
I knew that you. I knew. I'm gonna keep it a book. When we picked this name, I had a vibe that you guys in the GCA would do this. Like, I just had this vibe. Like, it was just our name was like meme worthy. I already knew. Like, I knew in the back of the head, like, you know what? They're gonna call us the homos for some reason. I don't know why. It's just like, and it happened. Okay.
Well, in this day and age, it's cool to be a homo. So you guys are badass, right? For this time.
Well, I mean, it is funny though. It's like it's a good. Well, I mean, the reason why we use it is Jake says it all the time for the homies, and I'm like, well, let's just make a show out of it. So.
It's funny,
that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I give props on that one. That's pretty good.
Was also an Isaac creation, by the way.
Oh, I know. I had to ban him from Discord, but nah, I ain't gonna do it. But,
he's cool.
Yeah, I like
he's
Isaac.
cool.
Isaac's a little bitch sometimes, but it's cool. So, Chris, are you ready to do some cooking?
Yeah, I gotta do some cooking real quick, and then we'll get ready into trailer trash.
Later, nerd.
Right.
Where's the
Later, nerd slap? Thank you for coming in, brother. All right.
Peace out, nerd slap. Okay, so one of my favorite artists of all time, Bruce Timm, made the most stupidest take ever. He told me that the new Batman, what's it called? Batman Cape Crusader. The reason why that he gender swapped the Penguin was because he wanted more female villain characters. Now, Bruce Timm, you have made arguably one of the greatest universes of all time with your the Bruce Timm DCAU universe that gave us Justice League Unlimited, Static Shock, Batman Beyond, Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, and Zeta Project. And you tell me that Batman doesn't have enough female villains. Let me tell you something, sir. That was the most retarded thing ever that you ever said in your whole entire life. Let me give you some of the female villains that you could have used in your own damn new series. Poison Ivy, Catwoman. Well, you already used Catwoman. Baby Doll, Red Claw. Who else? Talia al Ghul, the Phantasm, which we've been waiting for another remaster for that. By the way, like we need to get another Phantasm movie, but no, we don't. You don't want to do that. So, yeah, Bruce Timm, you are an idiot. You have lost your touch, and this is what happens in Hollywood. Like, guys, this just shows you like when some of your favorite artists get hit with the woke mind virus, this type of crap happens. Phantom, how do you feel, or ABF, how do you feel about this?
You go ahead, Phantom.
I think this has to be the dumbest fucking shit I've ever fucking heard come out of him. More female villains. Are you fucking kidding me? How? I mean, come on. It's like Chris already said. I mean, you got Catwoman and even I don't even like the Catwoman in this series. I mean, for fuck's sakes. I mean, if you want a female character, invent one. Look what you invented Harley Quinn for the original Batman the Animated Series. Can you invent like a few new ones for this one, you dumb fuck? I mean, come on. I mean, it's so stupid. I mean, hell, I mean, they could bring in other fucking female characters from other fucking properties too. You know, like Cheetah or a few others, but God, this is stupid.
No, I was gonna tell you, like, you know that in the new Batman video game, like, Nora Freeze is gonna be the new Mr. Freeze. It's gonna be Mrs. Freeze.
I know, I know, I know.
How did the
They said
dinosaurs
it's
go extinct, by the way?
The Ice Age!
Oh man, no, because they said they basically did Heart of Ice reversal with Nora Freeze in the new game. Like, instead of her getting messed up, he gets messed up. It's yeah. Oh boy,
Lazy
ABF,
writing.
how do you feel, sir?
It's lazy writing, man.
It seems like Warner Brothers just lets anyone do whatever they want, and they need to gatekeep, or maybe they're the ones pushing it in the first place. Who knows? Just don't watch it. I'm looking forward to the Penguin live action show.
Yes.
Is that on Max or whatever?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looks interesting. That doesn't look like something that has been tainted by the modern audience. So
yeah. That actually looks like Sopranos meets Gotham City, and I can't wait for that.
Yeah,
we're definitely going to be covering it in our show.
Like, let me ask you: is this show out yet?
It's already out. I already did a review on it.
So if they didn't do anything to Penguin, how would the show be?
Okay, so I mean, honestly, with them, like because the thing is, ABF. This it's the timepiece that a lot of people are having a problem with, because this Batman takes place in the 1940s or whatever.
Which
so they had
cool.
Yeah, but the major problem is like, you got Black Commissioner Gordon, you got Asian Harley Quinn, you got gender swap Penguin, you got Barbara Gordon, Commissioner Gordon's daughter. She's a black woman, but she's also a lawyer at this time too.
So it's not just the Penguin that's been tainted.
No,
it's not just the Penguin that's.
Yeah. They have open lesbian kisses in restaurants, and you have Latino cops on the Gotham PD. It's like, I think the only thing is, and even they disrespect Alfred Alfred's not
Yeah.
like the father figure like in like the older
hmm
stuff. He's more like a servant to Bruce.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
He treats him like a second class citizen or whatever
mhm.
in the show most of the time until like there's an episode where he says like Alfred. I mean, yeah. At first, he just calls him Pennyworth throughout the whole entire show until like they get that one episode of like, oh no, you're not just Pennyworth. You're my friend. You're my father figure. You're Alfred or whatever. So it's oh yeah, and Dick Grayson's in this show too. Like all the Robins are in this show. They're all orphans or whatever.
Unfortunate. I mean, what can you say? They ruined it.
Yeah. It's like I try like listen, I'm gonna have to change my review on this. I gave it like a 7 out of 10 the last time. I think that's a little too high or whatever. I think that 7 needs to go down to a 4 or 5, man, because
Sometimes the more
like
you sometimes the more you talk something out, the worse it gets, and you're like, man, I was wrong. It's actually worse than I thought.
it's actually worse than I thought, man.
This what makes me worried for the live action Batman we're gonna get. This show right here,
Yeah.
because I love
What
Batman.
the Batman 2? Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's the Brave and the Bold that
Brave
James
and
Gunn's
Yeah.
doing.
I don't know anything.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
James Gunn's doing it. Okay, so we don't
Mhm.
actually know
Yeah.
anything on it yet. Okay.
No, we don't know anything on it, but I just hope like I told people this ABF like with this one with Batman Brave and the Bold, like it's all riding on that movie right there because if they okay, let's just say Glenn Powell is the Batman in that, even though a lot of people are not gonna like it or whatever, the movie still has to be good. If the movie is good, then like, there's hopes for DC, the DCAU, but if the movie's bad and you got a bad casting, that universe is just dead on arrival and you're just putting out movies. Like but as far as the Superman project, I'm in the camp of I'm interested. I like some of the stuff that's going on, but like I know fandom like hates it, so like
I'm telling you, the rumors are true, and they're going to do that route from the fucking cartoon where the suit's in his DNA and he's going to be Sailor Superman. I am going to fucking piss all over this damn movie.
I don't know. When it comes to anything DC, I just expect the worst, and sometimes they'll surprise me.
Yeah.
I don't even hope for the best. I don't have any fucking room for hope anymore when it comes to them. I just expect nothing from DC.
It's just like
and when they came out with Peacemaker, that actually blew me away. I was like, holy shit, you guys made something good.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, Peacemaker was good. Like so that's why I kind of have a little bit of confidence with James Gunn because like usually every superhero movie that James Gunn did, I end up liking it. So, it's just with this one since it's Superman, you got to get it right. You have to get it right or whatever.
Have you seen Brightburn?
No, I haven't seen Brightburn. Is it worth a watch?
I would watch it because it's very
right?
relevant. James Gunn
made
an evil Superman movie, and it was a kid.
I seen it,
and it sounds really cool, but I thought the movie was just kind of mediocre. It's very brutal and like very like gory and shit, though. But
yeah,
okay.
I mean,
if his Superman or Batman or any other movies land about that, people aren't gonna like it because that was in my opinion mediocre.
I mean that scene. Well, spoilers, but that scene where the kid goes after the cook was brutal. It was brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an okay movie. It's like
it's interesting.
That was James Gunn's downtime after getting canned by Marvel over bullshit. The dumb shit he said in the past. It's an okay movie. It's not like here. It's not like Lord of the Rings, which Lord of the Rings is the best movie of all time. Fuck you, Kreese.
Do you guys remember what James Gunn said to get like halfway ousted out of Hollywood?
It was what
he was talking about kids.
That's right. Yeah, I remember looking it up like
Yeah.
last year. I can't remember exactly what he said, but I was like, dude, this is fucked up.
I dare not repeat it.
Okay,
Like it's pretty.
okay. It was he was talking about it's okay with kids, and it was like 20. It was like the beginning of his stuff on there, and he was it was edgy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The problem, the reason why they brought him back, because the cast was not going to do another movie without him.
Yeah.
And it was this.
Yeah.
It was this.
Yeah.
And still, I still haven't seen Guardians 3.
It's worth the watch, man.
The thing is, though,
watch it, and then watch the Christmas special too. That one's also very good.
Yeah, the Christmas special is funny, man.
I've seen the Christmas special. I did see that.
Yeah.
My thing is, though, they
hey,
probably one.
Dear.
They fucked over probably one of the best Marvel characters of all time, Adam Warlock, in that movie. They made him a fucking retard, And it's like, come on. I mean, he's the primary hero in the fucking Infinity War. I mean,
see, but that's my thing about James Gunn when it comes to superheroes. Like, there's some superheroes where, like, that they're meant to be serious, but like James makes a joke. So that's why I keep on telling everybody: James Gunn's biggest enemy is himself. Like, he can put out a good superhero movie, but sometimes because he's a fan of superheroes, he overly does it. So
it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, before we get into trailer trash, is there anything else before that, Crease?
No, that's it, man. That was my rant. I got it all out or whatever. Bruce Timm, you need to do better. You need to actually retire or get Paul Dini to come help you because, well, then again, you are the reason why Barbara Gordon and Bruce Wayne are a thing or whatever. Like you're with your weirdo take on that. But that's a whole nother stream in itself. But yeah, I'm done, bro.
Hey guys, we're not going to my farm this time. We're going to Jessica's farm.
I hate those damn chickens. I hate those damn chickens, man. We got to get rid of those bastards. Okay, so what's going to be the first trailer, Phantom?
Let's do heads or tails. Let's see. I guess we watched Kraven the Hunter. If nobody knows who Kraven is probably one of Spider-Man's top tier villains. Basically, he is a hunter, and his gimmick is he hunts animals.
Yeah.
In this movie, he's an
activist.
Yeah. He's
an activist.
I don't know. The trailer looks pretty cool, but I guess let's watch it, folks, and let's just see what happens.
I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, Phantom, we don't see it. I don't think you're sharing.
Not showing?
Mm-mm.
Hold on. Let me go back to it. Sorry about that. I'm not. Usually,
you're good, bro.
Usually, I'm sorry, by Mike, he won't be here for another couple. He'll be back in about 2 weeks. You know who you are, Mr. Pounding. Yeah, okay.
Mr. Florida.
He's gonna
kill us later.
Okay, can you see
anyway.
it now?
Yeah, we're good.
Hold on, let me.
I'd rather watch that Tulsa King season 2 in the upper right.
Yeah, tell me about it. We'll do that later next week. Okay, here we go.
My son, We are hunters, the greatest the world has ever known.
At least he got the accent down.
Guys, these.
Who's next?
They're going really brutal on this one.
I heard the noise of thunder.
Are you like your father? A gangster? A killer?
And I heard a voice.
You guys gotta remember. So, what's the dude name that's playing Craven? What's his name? Taylor Thompson.
I know he played
whatever.
Quicksilver.
Yeah. He also was in Kick Ass 1 and 2, which are good movies. Kick Ass 1 and 2 are good fucking movies.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he was in Godzilla 2014. Then he was in Age of Ultron. But I think one of my favorite movies is Bullet Train. Has anybody in here seen Bullet Train?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a good fucking movie. It's actually a real good movie.
I feel like everyone enjoyed it more than I did. I don't know why.
Brad
I
Pitt
didn't
was
watch
kind
it.
of boring, but the rest of it was pretty decent.
It was too like slapstick for me, I guess.
Yeah.
And behold, hell followed with him. There's
You know how this movie can be better is if he hunts Spider-Man.
Well, we know the reason why he's not going to hunt Spider-Man because Sony doesn't want these legacy characters to be in Marvel productions by Marvel Studios.
Yeah, I know.
Is this supposed to be like R-rated? Looks R-rated.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, let's like go ahead and like speed through this trailer. This
And he
movie.
decides who to free and who to blame. Yes, an animal stronger than you can imagine.
There's Rhino.
On your arm will stand up.
Tell me about this hunter.
Some are born and some are died.
Once you're on his list, there's only one way off.
When the man comes around. When the man comes around.
This trailer is too long, bro.
Dude, it's only 3 minutes.
Whoever is unjust.
You think
They're giving the whole entire movie away.
Yeah.
Will be unjust still.
You're just another man
Whoever is righteous.
hunting for a trophy,
Let him be righteous still.
just like our father.
When the man comes around.
Definitely got to watch this like somewhere like, you know, allegedly. Because I don't know if I want to go to the theater on this one.
The Rhino looks retarded, but at least it looks better than the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I think the Rhino looks fine until you see the face.
Yeah.
I mean, this is more comic accurate or whatever.
Now we got the Abomination. Oh, the Abomination. I blame Jake.
Yeah, this
for
movie's gonna suck.
I blame Jake for this. Jake, fuck you, Jake. You're not here to watch this with us. Fuck you. I hope you're having a good time, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to agree with Jeremy on this. This trailer reminds me of Polar Express so much with the CGI.
A little bit, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't hear him say that.
It's
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he said that on Tuesday night's main event. And I'm like, dude, I remember watching that with my kids, and that fucking movie was scary. Fucking, he's right. It is a fucking horror movie. Let me know what's up.
Second trailer.
Gotta take a minute. Yeah, second trailer. Both ass.
It's got the almighty buffer. Almighty buffer. Ugh. But yeah, Craven. Yeah, that movie's gonna be ass. But you know, when you show your whole entire movie within the 2-minute trailers, you have nothing.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I think trailers need to be like about.
Disney is fucking okay. Can you guys see it now?
I'm gonna die if I watch this trailer one more time.
Yeah, let's just make the like. Just don't stop on this one, dude. Like, you know, just split it all like right through, man. Like,
I'll make it easier. I'll make it easier. I'll do it 2 times the speed.
yes.
Dude, it's even worse.
Dude.
They're faster.
So about your work.
I'm sorry, dude. You're gonna have to get me to believe that like Gal Gadot is Rachel Zegler is more better looking than Gal Gadot. I don't see it. Who wants to go watch the 1937 one? Like, because that's what this trailer made me want to do when I first saw it, bro. I just said like, I'm gonna go watch the original.
I'm gonna say this much: if there's a copy mysteriously falls off a truck, throw it in the trash. Okay, just throw it in the trash.
Nope, there's gonna be a watch party, and I'm gonna absorb all of your pain.
Well, I am
allegedly.
Stronger.
I already
Allegedly.
said this last night. I'll be there to watch Rings of Power.
We're gonna be there for Rings of Power, and then something else comes out around the same time.
Agatha and the Penguin and the Penguin and the Penguin show.
The Penguin's probably gonna be good though, but we're gonna.
I'd rather watch the Penguin.
No, we're gonna alternate Agatha and Rings of Power, and attendance is mandatory.
Oh,
I definitely want to be there because hell, it's content.
Can we please do the Penguin too? Like, we gotta outweigh the good. I mean, we gotta have some good in a land full of bad. Like,
we could, but I don't know. I like doing the watch parties because I like how, you know, the people that watch it aren't going out and giving their money to watch it on their own. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, the thing I love about these watch parties, the conversations we have afterwards
are funny.
I wish we could record them.
Yeah,
I wish.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
funny.
I would rather give our actual viewership, you know, ratings to the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or organically watch it on your own. That way they can get a census that we like it.
Yeah, I guess.
I hate to talk about this, but the three of us, we got to see the monstrosity called Borderlands.
Oh yeah, that one was awesome.
God.
Sheesh. I never played the games, and like, I'm not a fan of the games, or I never played the games before or whatever, but like, if this was supposed to appeal to normies, you guys did not give me to want to go play the games. Like,
I played the games, and I said this after we watched it, because thank you for that mysterious truck driver that just dropped off the DVD off the ground. Thank you very much.
yeah.
I said the other night when we watched it, I said this movie would probably been better if it was anime. If it was animated, it probably would have been better because
Like a 2D production.
It could be 3D. The best parts were the intro and the outro. That's it.
I was trying to pull up a clip of Team America because the driving in it, you know, because everything is puppets. And in Team America, they were driving little remote control cars because that's basically also it's a car puppet, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the driving looked like in Borderlands. It looked like a bunch of remote control cars bouncing around. It looked terrible.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, you guys think what Borderlands 2 really developed the driving mechanics was in Borderlands 2.
Yep.
And they were phenomenal because you had the boost, you drive the vehicle just about everywhere. Those vehicles in that fucking movie were fucking ass. The vehicles from Furiosa look better than that shit.
Oh, by far.
And
I mean, despite, Furiosa and Fury Road, people don't like them or whatever, the vehicles in them are fucking cool.
Yeah.
Can we all agree? Stop putting Kevin Hart in every fucking movie, please.
Kevin Hart has
I
never
totally
been funny.
agree with you, but like he's not the worst part of the movie. He's just not.
Kevin Hart's never been funny though. Like I never liked Kevin Hart as a comedian or whatever. Like I think he's not funny at all or whatever. But
Well, he was good at he's good in the Jumanji movies. I mean, when he's starring with The Rock, he's pretty fucking funny. But
that's The Rock though. Like
well, so ABF. So to me, when I watched it, Tina was fucking annoying.
She was annoying, but I actually think that as far as casting goes, she was better than most of them.
Yeah, at least she was the right age and the right height.
She was the right age.
She looked like Tina too.
My biggest complaint is what's her name? Claire?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Who was the other
Kate
girl?
Blanchett.
Yeah, Kate Blanchett.
Yeah.
They just, I don't know, they didn't fit the role. And then probably the biggest one I didn't like was Claptrap. Because I don't understand why you need Jack Black's voice on the robot when it doesn't sound like Jack Black. Just get the fucking voice actor from the video game to do it. What's the point of hiring a AAA actor? You can debate that all you want, but he's seen in Hollywood as a AAA actor, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's because he did good in the Mario movie or whatever as Bowser. That's what made him like a top voice actor all of a sudden. And then like you got voice actors that been doing it for like years, like you said, ABF, like voice acting legends that probably could have done way better or whatever. So
Well, in Mario, they let him sound like Jack Black. In Borderlands, it was his voice, but it was modulated. It didn't sound like Black Jack anymore. Or it didn't sound like Jack Black anymore.
It didn't sound like the character in the game either. It's like
I actually thought it did. He was an annoying ass little robot. They pulled it off.
Well, my thing is they had to make a poop joke with the bullets, which was kind of funny. I don't know. I was sitting back and I was waiting for Handsome Jack to pop out. And I'm like, oh my God, they have him in there. This movie's going to be shit. And it tanked. Another failure.
Oh, yeah, big time.
0 out of 10. That's what I give that movie.
How much was the budget on this movie? Does anybody know?
It was like
100
and 120.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it only made like 10 million. It only made like 10 million over worldwide, or 17 million.
You know the 100 million of that went to pay the actors. Everything else was CGI.
Probably.
CGI was fucking terrible.
Believe it or not, CGI costs a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I just don't understand why people choose to do CGI when you could do practical effects for about the same price. It just looks better.
Hell, they can go out. They can go out to the Arizona desert where they film fucking Star Trek. They film other fucking movies. There's Pandora right there. Can you agree with that, ABF? There's Pandora right there.
I think with practical effects.
I mean, there's parts of California because where they filmed Star Wars is actually Yuma, and that's actually on the Californian border. So you can do it in California still. Don't even have to go very far.
Well, speaking of Star Wars, like you could go ahead and probably pull up that last trailer before we get out of the segment, man. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta grab it. Here we go. We got one more trailer, folks, and Star Wars Theory kind of liked it. It's Skeleton Crew. It's literally suburbia in Star Wars, and I'm like,
It's the Goonies in Star Wars.
To be honest, it looks, and I'm not giving it a positive rating here, but it looks better than the Acolyte and Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
As far as
I
like
agree.
actual enjoyment potential, it could be better.
Is that
we
something
actually
that
got
we
a
might
good
have to
actor in
watch
Jude Law.
on if the
Oh,
if
yeah,
the CD was to fall off the CD was to fall off the truck? Is that something that we might want to watch?
Yeah. Yeah. See, I think they keep falling off this truck and hitting the storm drain and it's bringing them right in front of my house.
Yeah.
So
Who still listens to CDs anyway?
Dude, I saw somebody still have one of those damn portable CD players the other day, walking around, exercising, and I'm like, "Who's that Johnny Whiz kid there with a fucking CD player? What the fuck?" Chris, you got to
Oh,
resend that to me. Fucking Discord's being a bitch.
I got you. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh boy. Yeah, that was funny, man.
but the Star Wars Skeleton Crew, it does remind me of the Danger Will Robinson. What show is that on Netflix? I'm drawing a blank.
Lost in Space.
Lost in Space.
Lost
It
in
has
Space.
those kind of vibes. And I think they were shooting for that.
Well, if they can stick the landing
I sent it
on
to you.
I'll play it here in a minute. Yeah. So to me, I like Jude Law. He was probably the best thing in Captain Marvel, even though that was a terrible movie. I liked his performance. It was halfway decent. You guys ever watch the Sherlock Holmes movies with him and Robert Downey Jr., the two movies?
I did not.
Where he played Watson. They're actually pretty good.
Bet.
The face reveal of Jude Law is pretty
Alright.
cringe in this
Get
trailer.
this
too.
paused and yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Guy Ritchie. What were you just talking about?
Yeah.
Skeleton Crew.
No. You were saying Jude Law and someone else in a movie or something like that. Was that a Guy Ritchie film you were just talking about?
Oh, it's Robert Downey Jr., the Sherlock Holmes movies.
Oh, wait, was that Guy Ritchie? Maybe. Oh, yeah, I guess it was. Yeah. I need to go back and rewatch those because I watched
It
them
was
a long
Guy
time
Ritchie,
ago,
yeah.
and I just don't remember them. So I need to watch them.
They're good.
Because I love Guy Ritchie films.
They're actually pretty decent. Pound Cake's my favorite. Pound Cake is my favorite. Probably my favorite Daniel Craig movie. And I did not
Pound Cake,
like
don't you mean Layer
fucking
Cake?
Knives Out.
Are you talking about
Layer Cake? My bad.
Pound Cake? You're making me hungry over here.
Pound cake.
I don't know why I can't think of movies tonight, but there was a Guy Ritchie film with Henry Cavill in it. Not this most recent one, but before that. And then a guy named Armie Hammer. And it was like a Russian.
I Spy. I Spy.
No,
Man from Uncle. Man from Uncle.
The Man from Uncle. That movie is really good, and I think it's very underrated. Yeah, that one's really good.
I mean, you had to think when it came to that there was so much controversy with Armie Hammer.
That came after the film, though. But maybe it wasn't that long after. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't it come out that he wasn't actually a cannibal or something like that?
Yeah.
I think he cleared his name, and everyone's like, still fuck you.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah. I kind of like the guy in the Man from Uncle, though.
The one,
like
so he was supposed to play Batman. Armie Hammer was supposed to play
Whew.
Batman back when a few years ago when that writer's strike happened in the mid 2000s. He was supposed to be Batman in a Justice League movie, and it never happened.
Thank God. Thank God.
All right, folks, let's watch.
I think he could have pulled it off. To be honest, I'm like I can picture it.
Well, I mean, did you ever see The Lone Ranger with him in it?
Long time ago.
It's okay. Johnny Depp's more funnier than him. But all right, here we go, everybody. Suburban Star Wars. 3 and a 2 and a 1.
Tomorrow's test will set the course of your entire future.
Star Wars meets Degrassi.
Don't you ever want to do anything exciting? Like what? What if we could go anywhere we want in the whole galaxy? A real adventure. No more pretend. I found something buried in the woods. What do you think it is? I think it's a lost Jedi temple.
Oh. How did he know?
Hello? Be careful where you
He's a
step.
Jedi.
See, the actual space stuff looks good.
We're lost.
Like that right there, that looks cool.
Tis dangerous out there in space.
So I'm getting ET vibes / Goonies / of course Star Wars.
I've heard a couple people point out that those X-wings should not be in that era.
Couldn't be.
I guarantee you that they will meet Luke Skywalker at the end of this. Look, it's the thing.
I think
When
it's
is
going to
this
be bad, but not that bad. And they're going to chalk it off as a win because they're like, see, not even the haters are hating it that much.
I don't know. To me,
And maybe the win will get Kathleen Kennedy out of here. Maybe this win will actually get out played.
Maybe we should all sign up for D+ to get KK out of there.
fuck that. I'm never signing back up after what they did to Gina. Fuck that. But before we get to the rest of D23, Paramount TV has shut down. Shut down.
Can you go to their website still? Like the Paramount Plus streaming service? Can you still use it?
I checked it. I checked it the other day. It was still up, but I haven't checked it today. I don't have the address right now. If somebody can look it up.
Let me check it out.
I know. Well, this is
Looks like
what
it's
you
still up.
this is what you motherfuckers get for making a fucking show named Halo, and it wasn't fucking Halo.
I'm not even mad about Halo with this. Sorry, I almost said Disney Plus, Paramount Plus. I'm mad about Star Trek.
Yeah.
How many seasons of absolute dog shit did they churn out with the name Star Trek on it?
Did you see the
It's Star Trek in name.
trailer? Did you see the new trailer for the new what's the one with that's out right now? Not Discovery, but the other one, Strange New Worlds. They literally give Pike and the crew the stuff to make them Vulcan. They grow the ears.
For real?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I actually watched Discovery for like the first like 3 or 4 seasons, even though it was actually killing me. Like I wanted to climate change myself really bad.
I think that the premise of the ship is kind of cool, but
Yeah, I thought so too. And the actual like action sequences of the ships doing stuff looks really
Decent.
good. Yeah.
I mean, what did Gary call it? It was like a top in space. That was like
Yep.
that was confusing. It's like so
Top in space.
the saucer just starts spinning around and it literally has a seizure as it's going through
Yep.
space time. Fuck.
But they started
Yeah.
introducing a they them character, and my eyes rolled out of my head so hard they fell on the ground.
The they thems. Oh man.
And
I think-
the they them was a genius too, by the way.
What killed me? Strange New Worlds, and they had that singing and dancing episode with the Klingons. What the fuck?
What episode was that?
I think it was last season. I don't remember the episode. I remember Gary talking
So you've
about
been watching it? Dude, I couldn't get past the first episode of
I've been watching clips. I've been watching
dude.
Gary talk about it.
Go back and watch episode 1, season 1 of that show. And in the opening sequence, they talk about January 6th. Like, dude, I'm sitting in front of my TV trying to have a good time right now. Shut the fuck up.
I don't want your politics in my Star Trek.
I thought I was going to space.
Well, see, that's the thing. Ever since Roddenberry, after he passed, they've implemented more and more politics into Star Wars. I mean, what, the last 10 years? I mean, Voyager was probably the last great show that they had. Enterprise was okay, had a great start, they failed the landing. I think that last season was okay, but that last episode pissed me off. That it was all fucking. It was on the holodeck of the Enterprise D, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? This was a great show. Scott Bakula was so fucking good in that show, and it ruined. Now I've seen stuff from Picard.
Picard season 3 was fantastic.
It was. I've seen stuff from it.
You can actually skip straight to season 3 and skip 1 and 2, not be lost or at all, and just enjoy it. Sorry, I just wanted to clear something up with the Wayfarer really quick. Paramount TV was making Reacher season 3 for Amazon. So there's a lot of confusion there, thinking that that's going to go bye-bye. But I believe the contract still stands, and they're going to fulfill that.
Yeah, I think aren't they restructuring the platform, right? They're restructuring the people that work there. They're actually getting rid of activists because their shit sucks. Yeah, no, at Paramount.
Oh, at Paramount? Well, Paramount's they're totally in the dumps. They're probably gonna have to fire everyone, even the good ones.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they're gonna get bought up.
Probably, I wouldn't be surprised if Warner Brothers will buy them.
Warner maybe. First one that comes to my mind is Apple, but at the same time, maybe not, because Apple just said that they're going to start pulling back a little bit because they admitted to spending way too much money on stuff.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Apple is like they don't like taking up anybody's debt or whatever. They don't want to. If you have debt, they don't want to mess with you or whatever. Because I know for years Bob Iger's been trying to get Apple to buy Disney or whatever, and they still won't buy them or whatever.
That might be a different kind of case though. Like you can always square debt away after a purchase. That's not that big of a deal. I think it's just because the sheer size of Disney that Apple is afraid of buying them. I think they're overvalued, to be honest. Whatever they're asking, it's probably too much.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, when it comes to Disney, they haven't had no success. What Inside Out is a Disney product that actually made $1 billion.
I mean, we could go ahead and close out trailer trash, and then we could go ahead and talk about D24 or whatever. Yeah.
Let's talk about I was right, motherfuckers. $1 billion movie. $1 billion fucking movie. I called it the first trailer that Wolverine did. would make $1 billion, and it fucking did.
Yeah.
And so I think the only thing that really came out of D23 that actually looked good has to be X-Men 97.
Yeah.
From the leaks I've seen, it actually looks probably the only good thing coming out of it.
To me, with the leaks that I seen was the Daredevil Born Again. I'm a little skeptical about that one because, like, just like the Echo trailer was like really nice or whatever, but the show was dog crap. But that's how I feel about Daredevil Born Again. I'm a little bit 50-50 on that.
Well, the thing with the Echo trailer, it didn't have a leg to stand on, and really nobody heard of it.
Yep.
Let me ask you: do you think
Mhm.
that the new Daredevil series, like gun to your head, is going to be better or worse than the Netflix
It's
adaptation?
gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse.
I think so too.
I think it might be worse. However,
Dude,
There's no
because you
way
still
it's gonna
got
be
the
better.
they're rehashing Born Again that they did on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
They
yeah.
already did that on Netflix. It's on Disney Plus. They actually put it on Disney Plus. You want to watch a
Yeah.
good adaptation of Born Again? Go watch that season.
Yep.
Go watch it, man.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. Like the first season's a little bit slow, but like it's very good character
I think
development. You actually
season
care
2
about.
is the. Yeah, I love season 2. I think it's the best season in my opinion. I love season 2.
Dude, even though they fucked over Kingpin and Hawkeye and Echo, Kingpin from the Netflix was probably
Yeah.
he was scary.
Well,
He
yeah,
was scary.
just pretend like
Yeah.
those don't exist and just only
Yeah.
watch the Netflix and say
I-
this is the world that I'm in right now. And Kingpin
I already
is a really, really good villain.
I already told my friends, like, listen, okay, if it ends up doing good or bad, I'm still separating it from the Netflix series or whatever. Like this holy trinity will not be touched by the hands of that mouse or whatever.
Please, Disney or somebody, give us a good Defenders. I watched the Defenders Netflix. It was okay. It could have been better. We should have Punisher in it. Give us at least give us a good Iron Fist. The Iron Fist Netflix was ass. 100% ass.
They're gonna gender swap Iron Fist and he's gonna be a woman.
Well, there have been women Iron Fist in the past. That I have no
I
issue
know.
with. At least be a better actor than the fucking dude that played Danny Rand in the fucking Netflix. For fuck's sakes, he was
Yeah.
fucking boring.
If there's mention in any comic book for a minority of a minority, they're gonna go with that every single time.
Yeah.
They're gonna go for the most check marks possible.
Listen.
Fucking for sure.
I just only want them to bring
just get one Asian alpha male. That's impossible. It'll never happen.
Well, they can't hire Yo
okay,
Pops. He's got intestine problems.
I want one thing. If they can make this happen, I want Luke Cage to do the comic book fight between him and Doctor Doom, where he got Doctor Doom caught the Doctor Doom with the fade or whatever.
That fucking name. Do not say that fucking name. So
I couldn't get through Luke Cage, man. I just couldn't.
I liked it.
The first season was good. The second season was not that great. Yeah.
I want to say I jumped out at like episode 4 or something, and I'm like, this just isn't for me.
So
I love season 1.
So Beardo said this, was it today or was the other day? And I've been saying this for a while about the variant of Doctor Doom. Even Beardo picked up on it. Doctor Doom is a variant of fucking what Tony Stark would have become if he hadn't been the shrapnel or locked in that cave.
So that is the rumor though going on right now. I think Daniel RPK reported on it. He's like a little bit hit or miss, but like he gets mostly a lot of hits or whatever. But things are subject to change or whatever. This whole entire universe is crazy.
I don't I don't know. It doesn't interest me because I don't like the idea of, them just erasing the Iron Man stuff. I know it's in a different dimension, whatever. It makes it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Iron Man's one of my favorite MCU movies so far that Disney put out. So
yeah,
But I mean,
it's crazy.
oh, that night, that was we were in the GCA when Chris is like, "Hey, Phantom, are you sitting down?" And I'm like, "Why?" Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom. I went on 20-minute tangent on that fucking shit.
Yeah. No, but get this, ABF. Get this. Like me and Phantom was talking about this 2 hours before or whatever. And I was saying like, so Phantom, if like if RDJ ended up being like, Dr. Doom, how would you feel? Like
Okay, I was pissed. I would be pissed. And Chris is like, "Well, it happened."
2 hours later from that conversation that we had.
I remember poor Sophie was in the call with us, and she was like,
Phantom, are you okay?
Really feel,
like,
Phantom.
no.
She's like, "Tell us how you really feel." It's like they could have got somebody else, and it's like it's all they have. They'll bring Chris Evans back. They'll bring Chris Evans back. They'll find a way of bringing Scarlett Johansson back. They'll have to pay her a shit ton of money because she did sue over Black Widow, which Black Widow should have been a better movie. It should have been released in between Infinity War and Civil War. It would have been a better movie.
Movie that I'm curious about, but I don't think it's going to be good as the Thunderbolts movie. I'm curious about it, or whatever. I don't think it's gonna be good, but I'm curious to watch it. If the CD was to fall off the truck somewhere, and it happens to go in front of ABF's house or whatever.
I'm sorry, but the CGI of Red Hulk, it's awful.
For Captain African American.
In every Disney movie is terrible. The only movie that it was good in was Deadpool 3. And you could still tell at times, but you didn't mind because it was good. So they're gonna have bad movies, and you're gonna tell. So
to me, the CGI fell off after Ant-Man, the original Ant-Man movie, because it was it looked really good, but then
you could
they
probably
started demanding a lot of stuff.
You could probably dig into that, Phantom, and I bet you'll find that they started outsourcing or something like that.
Well, you did that. Well, you remember that they had that lesbian activist that was doing it, and she got fired after what she got fired from? Forgot which movie it was, but she was the one that they were pissed at her because she wasn't doing certain shots and stuff. She wanted to rework them to be more in line with her fucking shit.
Yeah.
But
all the CGI artists even said that the one company that they really don't like working for is Disney, because they keep on making them redo it or whatever. They want it a certain type of way, but it takes either months or maybe a year to get it to where they want it to do. But they keep on going back for reshoots, telling them, hey, you need to redo the CGI all the time or whatever. So a lot of people that are in the CGI industry said that if there's one company that they don't like doing for, it is Disney.
So unpack that for a second. Let's say that you are a CGI artist, right? You sit behind a computer with your little Xeon workstation crunching CGI on there for Disney. Now imagine.
So pretend we're Mo.
Imagine that you've encountered this, right? You have to constantly change what you've made. So that in the back of your mind, they're going to submit something to you. They're going to be like, hey, make Dr. Doom do a backflip over this thing or whatever. You're going to be like, oh, well, they're going to fucking change it, so I'm just going to put half my effort into it anyways. Right?
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. Is they're probably asking too much, and they're not specific enough, and they're making them.
It's not realistic.
that no one's putting their heart and soul into it anymore.
Now,
Yeah, that's what Chris Gore said, that he has people in the industry. They said that they, it's like you said, ABF, like they just giving up on Disney or whatever. They're doing like half-ass projects or whatever, and they're not getting paid on time too or whatever.
Oh, geez,
now,
that's terrible.
We all seen Godzilla -1, a budget of $15 million. This dude did the CGI pretty much by himself. And it won an Academy Award for Best Visuals. In a time when we had these big blockbuster movies, and it's like...
So if one guy can do it,
yeah, why can't they... Hell, the Godzilla looked fucking real. It looked fucking real. It's like,
he looked scary, bro.
They're going to make another Godzilla movie, and the studio is going to insist that they spend extra money, and they're going to get more CGI people in there, and it'll probably be worse. Whereas, in my opinion, the only extra thing they should get is get that CGI guy his own catering and freaking private espresso person to bring him coffee every 5 minutes, you know?
The thing is, though, the CGI guy is the one that directed the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Hey,
well, he was down in Houston. He was down in Houston, last Saturday.
That's a real thing, though. There's too many cooks in the kitchen as far as these movies, and if you have one person behind every single thing, and that's why indie games are good, by the way, then this creative thing in your head plays out perfectly because you were the one that actually did it.
Yeah,
I mean the Japanese are the kings of special effects. 100%. They can. I mean, I've seen hell the fucking their TV shows like Super Sentai and fucking Kamen Rider has better visual effects than the fucking Marvel movies today. Deadpool's. Everybody got to remember something. Deadpool was a Fox production.
Yeah,
it's under Marvel Studios now, but it was a Fox production. And Ryan Reynolds had
his baby.
Fucking control over fucking Deadpool.
That's his baby. Yeah,
full control.
Like he'll even say that the Deadpool movies are his babies. Like he fought, like he literally fought for like the MCU to have creative control with Kevin Feige or whatever. Which Kevin Feige was, like you said, ABF. On that note, since Kevin Feige has taken over everything, that's why the product sucks. Like he's not having anybody helping him out on anything because he's in charge of like the video games. He's in charge of the movies, the cartoons, the TV series. What else? Comic books. Like he's in charge of everything.
When was what was the last great Marvel game? Sure hell wasn't that Avengers one that came out a couple years ago.
Was it Marvel versus Capcom? Street Fighter?
I think what the last great one was Marvel Alliance.
See, I never played any of those, to be honest.
The Marvel Alliance games was pretty good back on the 360. They're actually good. Anything after that? Ultimate Alliance. Yep. Thank you, Corn Boy. Actually pretty good games. But I don't know. Hayden made a good point the other night. They're getting rid of activists, but they're spreading them out.
Yeah.
They're spreading them out.
Yeah.
They're getting shotgunned.
This is what they did with the activists.
Give me 1 second. I think from now on, when Hayden is on anybody's stream, when he talks about bridge, we need to have a drinking game called the Hayden.
We'll die.
The Hayden.
Yeah, we would die. We would fucking die. Gotta get him on the show one night. But
for sure.
Disney.
Listen, that whole entire activist stuff or whatever, it's just like switching your name tag. Like, oh, I'm an activist. No, my name is Bob. So that's basically what it is. I want to believe Chris Gore, but like I don't know, like because Kevin Feige is an activist too. He just is not that more. He's not open about it or whatever. He's kind of to himself or whatever. So,
Dude,
I don't know, man.
They're all influenced by this ESG stuff.
Mhm.
They
Yeah.
all are. Look at sorry to derail the conversation for a second, but we had
No, it's
old
all good,
school
brother.
RuneScape, a 23, I believe it's a 23-year-old game, and some other game that's very, very old. They just recently changed the genders in it to be body type A and body type B. Old ass games from decades ago. They went
wasn't
back
that
and changed
Second
it.
Life? Second Life was the other one.
Was
I heard.
No, I don't think it was Second Life, unless that one did also. Maybe that's the third one.
Well, I mean, I used to play Second Life back in the day, and it's like you really could be whatever you wanted to be. But
Yeah, this is
I don't know
different. They're, in fact, the RuneScape devs are gaslighting people into saying that it was like that the entire time.
people still play RuneScape. What the fuck?
Yes, they do. It's actually very popular. This company JagX purchased it a couple of years ago, and it's my opinion that they are trying to get ESG money in loans to make a new RuneScape game, and that's why
Not
they're doing this to the
surprised.
old games.
Not surprised. I wanted to try it, but watching people play it, I'm like, fuck that shit.
I've only played like 4,000 hours of it.
Yeah, you are the master of the game. Unlike Mo. At least ABF knows how to play a game. Mo plays PUBG and gets killed every time. Hey, Mo.
Yep. He's never seen a chicken dinner in his entire life.
Well, I mean, he is the ultimate power bottom. I'm surprised Mo hasn't been in chat tonight. Mo, you just lurking. We're going to try to get Mo on next week.
He's just
He's been
crying
begging.
against pillow as he listens to us right now.
He's been begging to come on, so yeah, I'm gonna bring him
I
up
think
next week.
I think he's thinking about how tall everybody is. I don't know, man.
he's like got his whiteboard out and he's like doing a whole bunch of like algebra trying to figure out an algorithm to find out how tall someone is.
So he's doing that dude from Fox News that used to work for Bush. Oh, what is his name? Carl Rowe. He's the Carl Rowe of the GCA. He's got his whiteboard and he's literally got inch tape on the fucking computer. So he's not no 6 foot tall. But yeah.
Oh man.
So should we do this? Should we do this? So ABF.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us how gay Kreese is when it comes to Lord of the Rings.
Well, before I do that, can I share my screen real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Lord.
So I
Now
went to that gaynerds.com, and for some reason it's just a single page website, and this comes up.
Oh no. Oh no. What the fuck? Gotta be Isaac. Gotta be fucking Isaac. You fucking dick.
I'm sorry that your franchise was boring to me.
So I mean, and you know, Kreese lives in Texas, and I heard that only steers and queers come from there. So,
Well, hey, Kreese, I'm gonna let you know
Just
now.
saying.
If I have to watch Rings of Power, your happy black ass is gonna be in there watching it fucking with
Why
me.
do I gotta do this?
We're doing it for the homies. We're doing it for the fucking show. If I had to sit there and watch that fucking shit with fucking Star Wars, you're gonna watch Rings of Power with me, you motherfucker. You're gonna watch it.
Jesus
too.
Christ.
dude, the first
Listen,
season was
man.
actually really funny, Kreese, because the first season of Rings of Power. So you saw the orcs in Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
What color were they?
They were white people.
No. In the movie, they were like, you know, like dark skinned.
Gray. They were
They
gray.
yeah.
Brown. Yeah.
In the TV show, they decided that was too offensive, and they made the orcs white.
Oh, okay.
And And then they had so they actually race swapped one of the elves, and we called him Don Lemonless because it looked like Don Lemon like race
I
swapped
see.
with Legolas. You know what I mean? So they put him
Guys,
in
I
fucking
seen-
chains and had him
Yeah.
work as the fucking orcs were like whipping him.
Oh damn!
Like it's so on the fucking nose. It's hilarious.
I watched it all of Gary's videos during the Rings of Power, so I wouldn't have to watch it myself. So like,
You're
man,
watching
listen,
it.
like,
You're watching it. If you're not, if you're not, you're gonna be ABF. If he doesn't come in there and watch it, make him stay in the trash can for the rest of the time that show's going on.
Can I spoil the entire season 1 of Rings of Power?
I
yes,
ain't
you
gonna
can.
watch
I'm
that
not.
shit.
Okay. Just so that you're all caught up for season 2. The entire season 1 was a origin story of Mount Doom.
Mm-hmm.
It was an origin story of a volcano, a mountain. Because the orcs were like digging fucking lava channels and stuff. Like that's what they were, getting the slaves to do.
Was
So
it?
that they
Oh
could-
Lord!
So they could
So-
divert water into the volcano so it could explode and destroy Middle Earth. Turn it into a wasteland.
Listen,
You know what's really bad? You know what's really bad? Those books can make money. We know the Lord of the Rings can make money. Not so much the Hobbit movies, but Lord of the Rings, phenomenal franchise. This is what happens. This is what happens when you get left-leaning weirdos to write this dog shit.
Yeah, Kreese, I really hope that you do decide to try to watch it on your own and actually get in the mood. For some reason, it doesn't have to be on Christmas, like you keep saying. But anyways, that trilogy was fantastically done by Peter Jackson because he was able to avoid any influence from Hollywood to make it. He traveled over to New Zealand and there was no influence by assholes from Hollywood, and that's the reason why the recipe was so good. It just all worked really well.
listen. Can you at least give me a break? Because like you put that movie on, knowing it was like 4 hours at 10 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. I was finna fall asleep, dog.
Excuses.
It is
That's
what
like
it is,
saying
bro.
this is a really bad time to have a blowjob. I'm not hearing an argument here.
Oh Lord.
Welcome for the homies after dark, people.
Homies After Dark. Nah, I'll probably end up watching it. It's just like the thing with fantasy stuff. It's either hit or miss with me, man. Like I'm not gonna say that I like downright hate fantasy. It just depends what it is. Because sometimes, like for instance, I like the TV show The Gargoyles. That's a fantasy type of show or whatever. But I love the show or whatever. I love the Gargoyles or whatever. Or like I like
Cornboy
the
says-
Sword of the Stone.
Cornboy says, "Well, he's from New Zealand." Well, it's totally different because he had imported an entire production crew to leave Hollywood and do everything there, and they had to set things up, and there was no existing studios already there, so they traveled to somewhere totally alien, filmed it, and it turned out perfect. Yep.
Bit.
I mean, if you look at what he did, with that franchise, all we had of Lord of the Rings at the time were the Ralph Bakshi productions, the animated movies, which for their time was really fucking good. And when they announced the Fellowship, and that I remember that first trailer, I'm like, oh my god, this looks so fucking good.
Yeah,
And
highlight
I like
the
my
Wayfarers chat. The latest
hold
one.
on, I got. Hold on. I'm not used to doing this. I hope I hope you get your vacation done quickly.
You guys do need to be highlighting chats more often, though.
Yeah, I'm not used to doing it. Jake's usually the one doing it.
You guys can both do it. You can give each other permission to do that. By the way,
Yeah, I know.
the Wayfarer says they will never make movies like this again. That is true.
No.
Although I do think that Peter Jackson was tapped to make some new movies. So I don't think they will be as good as the original trilogy. I think they will be better than the Hobbit trilogy that we got. Because I do think that there was a lot of room for improvement there. There was some bad stuff.
Well, I mean, when it come to the Hobbit, it was a good premise. They should have done 2 movies, not 3.
Right.
Mm.
The
like,
dragon
'cause the
and Smog
book's
was
not
pretty
that-
cool. But the
Yeah.
CGI with Legolas jumping around and somehow walking up falling stones and stuff like that shit was retarded. And then when they were in the mines, I could actually pull up a bad CGI clip about it, but I don't know, it might get you guys hit. But there's a lot of bad CGI that video points out in the entire
boy.
Hobbit trilogy.
I just the Orc King there was just awful. It was fucking awful.
The Tolkien
I
estate
do
hates Peter
have-
Jackson because I believe he was fighting with them over how much he was owed. Because I believe, it corrects me if I'm wrong, but the Tolkien estate screwed him on how much money they paid out for his work on the trilogy, and they went
Really?
into
Oh,
a
of
court
course they
battle
did.
over it, and that's why he was not the director for The Hobbit. And I think that was fumbled so badly they are bringing him back. And they're probably like, sorry, our bad.
Hold on, let me take that down.
Might need to zoom out. Control minus.
Yeah, I know.
Oh boy. Can only imagine what he's pretending.
Fucking
Hello there.
Isaac. Fucking Isaac.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Just JK, you haven't seen
Finally,
the Hobbit trilogy?
Nagranal, you finally showed up.
It's still worth watching, I think. Just maybe, close your eyes a little bit, look like Yopops and try to squint when there's CGI on the screen.
I have both The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. The Hobbit was okay. I'd rather watch the animated movie from the late 70s.
I haven't seen
One
that. I
is
need to
one
watch
mo-
that.
That's actually pretty good.
That's what I
It
hear.
has a lot more. It has a lot more of the singing that was, in the book. So you had a lot more singing to it, and then it's like, I don't know. I think Smog was pretty good. Annie Serkis as Gollum, probably one of the best characters in the Lord of the Rings, in my opinion.
Oh, that's what Peter Jackson's doing, a Golem movie, right?
Yeah, and I think he's producing, Andy Serkis is directing, and like Deadpool, Gollum is Andy Serkis's baby.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be good, and I do want to see the animated. Was it the War of the Rohirrim? Looks pretty good. The trailer looked pretty good.
We'll see.
So
I think the Tolkien estate.
when's that coming out?
They made a big mistake leasing out to Amazon. Actually ruining it.
I can't wait to see how they fuck over Tom Bombadil. That's what I want to see, because he's one of the best characters in the books, and he's like one of the few characters that the ring cannot corrupt. And just that trailer, I feel something bad coming. Well, no fucking shit.
Just JK, you haven't seen the entire trilogy yet? What are you doing here? Give Chris a call and watch it together.
Oh Lord.
I'll give you his phone number.
You don't have my phone number.
Yeah, I do. I got it right here. Yeah, I got it.
Does he?
But yeah,
Did I?
I just think that when it comes to Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson had a lot on his shoulders, and he had the ballpark. Each one of them won an Academy Award. I think all three got best picture, didn't it? Or was it Return of the King that got best picture? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
It was the Return of the King got best picture, and they got visual effects, costumes, and stuff like that. Lord of the Rings is a damn near perfect fucking movies. Does it have issues? Yes. Some pacing in certain of the movies is kind of slow, but hey, that's just Peter Jackson's directing. Phenomenal movies.
The costumes is totally a great point, because Rings of Power, they actually had just printed armor, right? It was just print with like scales printed onto it. Yeah. But in the actual Lord of the Rings, you know what they did? They hired dozens and dozens of blacksmiths to sweat over making armor for the actors for like a year.
You know, ABF, we have to find the behind the scenes of those movies and have a watch party to watch that shit.
That'd be cool.
Especially,
and I bet you the behind the scenes for that actually looks a lot like the behind the scenes for Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Yeah, because what was it? Peter Jackson said they hired every single ironsmith in fucking New Zealand, every single one of them, to work on the swords were real, the armor were real, a lot of the tower, the battering rams and shit was real, except for maybe one or two that had to be CGI. Practical effects all the way around.
Yeah. No,
right?
I really like sieging stuff.
No, the CG stuff was so
and you know what we need to watch? We need to watch Kingdom of Heaven.
That's a good movie.
That's a really good movie, and that's got Orlando Bloom in it. Ironically,
yeah, you gotta think though. Around that time, he did fucking Troy. Troy's not a bad movie, but it's not a good movie.
I love Troy. Troy's good.
I
like Troy.
I did like it. I did like
I
it.
thought
I like Troy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You gotta think
Troy
though.
Was cool.
That came around right before Return of the King, and it was right after Eric Bana's fucking Hulk movie, which I do like that Hulk. I like Eric Bana's Hulk movie. It was pretty good. I liked it. I mean, it was a more accurate Hulk than what we got in the fucking MCU, by far.
I think Orlando did good in Pirates of the Caribbean too. I like all three of those movies. I didn't care for the last two, but the first three were good. Or whatever.
I didn't like on Stranger Tides, but I did like the last one.
Hot take, but I only liked the first Pirates of the Caribbean, and then I liked the second one probably half as much as the first one, and then that keeps repeating as they go on.
First one
I liked it just the first three. It just felt like a complete series or whatever. Like it, but then like when I don't think they should have done 4 and 5 or whatever. But you know, Disney going Disney, they got to get that money because it's $1 billion franchise or whatever.
Well,
it's my opinion that you can't make a good pirate story without being rated R. Just like Deadpool, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And it's like
Black Sails. I like the Black Sails.
That's why I recommended it to you. You're welcome.
Yes.
Didn't Oppenheimer make $1 billion being an R-rated film?
I think it did. I think
it did.
Yeah.
Because it was the worldwide sales.
Yeah.
Thanks
that
to Barbie.
And Barbie.
Barbenheimer. Yeah.
Barbie made more.
Barbenheimer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barbie made more, which I expected that one because there's like more women in the world, and you know.
Oh, Booming Bob says 800. Maybe it didn't make a bill. I thought it did.
I think it made about 900 something.
Yeah, maybe they.
I have to
maybe
look
they-
it
But-
up. I thought it made $1 billion. I think Jeremy said it made $1 billion.
Maybe it made close to it, but it didn't hit.
It was the third movie that year.
I think they
'cause
re-released it back in
Mario-
theaters.
Yeah,
I
because it
think,
was like it almost crossed, so I thought they were gonna re-release it.
It almost crossed it, then I think it re-released in theaters or whatever. I still haven't watched.
It
well-
made a total of 967.
It was close.
Okay,
It was close.
it was close.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
actually, no. It says here the film's worldwide is 1.296, so 1.3 billion.
So they made a bill. Made
As
$1
of
billion.
August.
Yeah.
So that was the re-release stuff.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
they re-released it.
The problem with Oppenheimer, it kind of bombed twice in Japan,
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard about that one.
and it's a prequel to Godzilla -1.
Yeah, it's like I already said that there's a perfect trilogy. You have Pearl Harbor, you have Oppenheimer, and then you have Godzilla -1. There we go. Perfect trilogy. Oh man.
You know, my grand uncle was at Pearl Harbor when the Japanese attacked, and he got to see that movie, and he told me that's not how it happened that day. And I'm like, well, no shit, it's a fucking movie. It wouldn't show what
It's a
really
movie.
fucking happened.
Yeah.
He said
Sure.
the one thing that they never got right was, you know how the ships, the oil and stuff they used for fuel at the time, the
Mhm.
diesel stuff, it would stay on top of the water and it burned. They
Mhm.
couldn't put it out. They couldn't do nothing with it. It just burned. They had to
Mhm.
let it burn for nearly a month while it was leaking out of the ships.
Wow.
And even to this day, there's still oil and diesel coming out of these ships.
Hmm.
They're at the bottom of the bay. And so, yeah. I never
crazy.
liked Pearl Harbor. I never liked the movie. To me,
Movie's
I'd
not
rather
great.
I'd rather watch Midway. Midway is
gonna
a
say,
real good movie.
Midway
The
was
original
actually good.
Yeah.
Like the acting and stuff was kind of bad, but the story was like really good.
I mean,
Mm.
you had what's the guy that played Magnum?
Oh,
Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck
yep.
was in it without mustache.
Yeah.
This is before he got his mustache, right? Fucking weird to see his ass in there. And who was?
I think one of my favorite war movies is 1917. I like that one.
Who ABF was it? It was Nerd Wars that never seen Quigley Down Under, right? He didn't believe it was a real movie.
I've never seen it either.
It's actually a good movie.
That's what I keep hearing.
Yeah, it's very unique and it's a real fucking good movie. Yeah, I think it was free on YouTube. I know it used to be on Tubi, but it's a real good movie. It's worth watch.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
That's
Is there
it.
anything else? Anything else you want to talk about ABF before we do Charles?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no recommendations tonight, everybody. So we do our guests first. So ABF, what you got coming up, brother?
Off the hip on Monday evenings. And late and gay with the GCA on Wednesdays. That's about it. And catch us for on our Discord for our awesome watch parties. I promise the content is really good.
Oh,
right, Chris?
Hey,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
and definitely stay for the after conversations, because hell, we went from one night talking about fucking the most ridiculous time travel from Star Wars to which superhero can go down to the deepest part of the damn ocean and bring a nuclear sub up.
Yeah.
Nah, we have fun. We have fun.
We have fun in the after parties, man.
Night. So
What's funny to me though is that Danky shows up and he's like listening to all of us just riff back and forth, and it gives him ideas, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of these days, ABF, we're going to end up seeing his cartoons of us one day. One
Yeah.
day.
Oh,
You
I'm
will see
scared.
I'm gonna be scared of myself as a cartoon, bro. Like,
it.
You're gonna be a guy in a trash can, I'm sure.
either that or maybe one of those blackface cartoons and freaking like Looney Tunes or whatever. Like I'm nervous, dog. Like with
At least
Jakey,
you
bro.
look better than Beardo. At least it's better than
Oh,
the
Beardo.
last one you did about Beardo. That was pretty fucking funny.
Beardo's corn head.
So Chris, what you got coming up?
So this Saturday, 8 o'clock Central, and 6 p.m. Arizona time, we do a stream with Westward, Selfie, and myself. We do anime stream called SW, and basically killing Saturdays with anime. And we're gonna be talking. I don't know what we're gonna be talking about, but it's something anime related. We do this on the fly. Come and join us on that. Of course, shout out to my main man, Adam, the Cannon Wolf. Have some stuff working up on the Dynamic Duo podcast, and then I got this next week with you guys. Yeah, that's what I got going on.
Pretty much same old, same old. I got a few videos that I'm working on right now. I'm still trying to revamp the channel, come up with some new stuff for it. Everybody, Big Dog Jake is right now having the time of his life. I feel an earthquake going on the eastern seaboard right now. But that is the show for tonight. Thank you, ABF, for coming on. It's been an honor to have you on tonight.
Thanks for having me on for the home ease.
Mos.
Oh, homos. Got it. Okay.
Homies. It's homies. It's
No,
homies.
Phantom just said that different way. What are you talking about?
But yeah, I got to talk to Mo. Try to have Mo on next week. But yeah, thank you everybody for showing up. Now you know you're late, you get deducted your pay tonight. Oh yeah, that's right, you're not getting paid. Thank you, Boom and Bob, Sophie, everybody else that was in, Corn Boy, Isaac. Thank you guys for showing up tonight.
One love.
See you guys next Thursday night for the Homies podcast. And we are out. Have a good night, everybody. And
subscribe.
We'll see you. Like, share, and subscribe for more great content. We'll see you guys next week. Hope I don't boomer this.